guys, welcome back to Life with Brooke. Tonight we're going to talk about the San Antonio Stockshow and Rodeo, New Year, New Me goals and how we're all doing with those, and the new book club that I'm a part of. But first and foremost, I have a big thank you to say. I want to say thank you so much to everyone for all of your support and kind words over the past few weeks since we started this podcast. You know, I never would have dreamed that I would have a podcast or a YouTube channel and that I would have any subscribers. But somehow in the last 3 weeks, I have over 60 subscribers. And to some, that may not seem like a lot, but to me, it means the world to me. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I really, really, really appreciate it. Getting into tonight's episode. So I don't know, is New Year, New Me goals, New Year resolutions, is that something that people still do? I don't know, but this year I wanted to, and, after last year, I had a really tough year last year through my pregnancy and my diagnosis. I decided that I wanted to get healthier and to start working out. And when it came down to the discussions, I told my husband, well, I'm not working out because I don't have a treadmill. Having a treadmill would be so great. I could wake up every day and put Luca in his jumper next to it and listen to a Netflix series or a podcast or an audiobook and just walk. And it's going to be great. So he goes out and he buys one and he brings it home and he sets it up in a very convenient location for me. Well, then I tell him, I can't work out. I don't have any cute workout clothes or walking shoes. So I convince him that I need those things, and he so graciously buys them for me. And so far this year, we're 6 weeks into the new year? All I've done is look like I'm an athletic wear model over here. Have not made it to that treadmill yet. But I have faith one day I will. Speaking of fashion, actually, it's the San Antonio Stockshow and Rodeo for the next few weeks. And for the people who don't know, it's a 3-week long ordeal where they have rodeos every night and rodeo events. They have music entertainment from, Keith Urban and Turnpike. And other country singers. And then, they even have non-country singers like Nelly and Leonard Skinner. So there's a good variety of entertainment and things like that for everyone. Most of you probably don't know, but I used to be in that whole stock show rodeo lifestyle. And back when I was a part of it, it was the turquoise concho belts and wearing your headband, across your forehead instead of like normal. And, you were just the coolest thing if you did that. So I was lucky enough that I was given a hand-me-down turquoise belt that I still have, and I love it so much still. And I try and wear it as often as I can, but my husband is not a big fan of that. And so I don't usually wear it around him, but it is still in my closet and I love it. But I do have to say that I am glad that we are back to wearing our headbands like normal and not across our foreheads, because that wasn't a very good look, even though we all thought it was. It needs to stay back in 2009. I noticed this year that the style this year is Charlie horse hats and neutral colors along with some animal print. So I'll be going to the stock show here in the next few days to a concert, and I'm very interested to see in person just how different the fashion is compared to back when I was a part of that daily life. And honestly, it's a crime what we were wearing. It was not good. Speaking of crimes, like I mentioned, I'm a part of a book club now. me and my older sisters started a book club. And which is really nice because besides family and kids, it gives us something else to talk about. And so I've really enjoyed that the last few weeks. Our first book we agreed on was a book called Verity by Colleen Hoover. And I personally love crime, thriller, suspense books along with period books, but not many people do. And so this one was perfect for me. It was very much of a thriller with suspense, and you constantly were like, where's this book going? What is going to happen? And you could not quit, or at least I could not quit reading it. I had to finish that book as soon as possible because I could not get it out of my head or stop thinking about it. So there's the main character is Lo, also Lowen is her actual name, but she's called Lo throughout the book. And she is a struggling author who has agreed to be a ghostwriter for an injured, very well-known author, Verity. So she goes out to Verity's house after being invited by Jeremy, who is Verity's husband, to come read her manuscripts and things like that to get a good feel for these books that she's supposed to ghostwrite. Well, she ends up staying longer than planned, and through reading these books and manuscripts and whatnot, she finds out some very disturbing things that actually bring her and Jeremy close together. And so, I mean, it's a phenomenal book. You guys should read it if you haven't already, because I don't think you'll regret it. The next book that we have agreed to read is It Ends With Us. That also happens to be by Colleen Hoover. Our book club is not only for Colleen Hoover books. So if you know of any other books, please feel free to leave a comment down below so I can bring them up and maybe we can read them. But her books are just so good. And she's like one of the best authors right now. And so I'm very excited to start reading It Ends With Us. And I've heard there's a sequel, which I love. I love a good book that has a sequel. So I'm very excited for that. Maybe I'll even come back and, maybe do some book reviews. That would be nice. That'd be cool. My sisters did make a comment, though, that they didn't understand how I was finishing how I finished Verity so quickly. I do have a baby, I have a business, I have a podcast, I have all these obligations, and they were kind of blown away that it only took me like 2 days to finish it. And they don't know that my secret is that although I love reading, I really don't have time for it lately. So my new thing has been audiobooks. And so, yeah, sisters, that is how I finished it so quickly. I am a big audiobook fan right now. And, it's really nice to hear someone with the voices that you're thinking in your head and, carrying out those writers' words. It's very nice. I really have enjoyed it. So before we end the podcast, I do have the feature of the week from Blue Rose. It is our child's Easter collection. These are not all the designs that we have available, but these are a few of them, and they are all available online right now at blueroseco.us/shop. And we have lots of girls and boys designs along with the baskets, Easter baskets that we showed last week. So we have our cool bunny design, which I think is just so cute. I mean, totally giving off Top Gun vibes. Love it. Next is our floppy bunny. This is the boys' version. So cute. So simple, too. Next is our floppy bunny ear girl version. And as you can tell, it has a cute little bow detail. Would be so cute for a brother-sister duo. And last, we have our bunny monogram. This is the girl version. There is a boy version it's the bunny head without the bow, of course. But yeah, so these are a few of our designs. And like I said, they are all listed and available online for you to shop. So feel free to shop. We'll also link we'll link it below so you can just click it and go shop. So thank you all again for your support and everything. This has been a great journey. I still have so much to learn and so many ways to improve, but you all have been so gracious and so supportive, and I appreciate that so much. So you guys have a great night, and we will see you back next week.